In this video, we want to look at the mistakes which many African women are making about their health and their journey towards menopause. I've been a certified menopause practitioner for over a year, and I have interacted with thousands of women on my social media pages. I've noticed several health mistakes that my African sisters, specifically my Nigerian sisters over the age of 40, are making. And I'll discuss 6 of these mistakes and how to correct them in this video. Mistake number 1 is thinking that menopause symptoms are caused by African magic or spiritual causes. Many women in their 30s to 50s have started noticing strange changes in their bodies, their mind, and their emotions. A few of these changes are sudden weight gain or sudden weight loss, and then changes in your menstrual cycle. Other women experience changes in the way their mind works. It's almost as if your mind is working in slow motion. You're unable to get a good night's sleep, and then you are anxious and afraid of everything around you, and your skin itches. The list is almost endless. When all these crazy symptoms appear, the first thought many women have is that this is African magic. Maybe someone planted or buried something along your path, and then you stepped on it. Let me make this clear. It's not that deep. These crazy symptoms are simply perimenopause symptoms. It's not your village people. It's not spiritual. It is Mother Nature at work. And this is exactly what is supposed to happen, just that we aren't told about it. Let's correct this mistake with a summary of Menopause 101. Here we're looking at 3 stages towards the end of a woman's reproductive life. Stage 1 is perimenopause, which can be experienced anytime from your 30s to your 50s. Perimenopause may begin up to 3 to 7 years before menopause. During perimenopause, our eggs in our ovaries have almost been completely depleted. Our ovaries have become tired and they're about to retire. Our ovaries then begin to produce our reproductive hormones, which are estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, in an extremely unpredictable manner. These fluctuations result in over 60 crazy symptoms which women experience during perimenopause. These symptoms also include having zero interest in anything to do with the other room, and believe it or not, depression. The second stage after perimenopause is menopause. Once we arrive at menopause, our reproductive hormones, which I mentioned earlier, have settled down to a really low level, and there are no longer any ups and downs. We are in menopause for only one day. Menopause is the first year anniversary of your last menstrual cycle. Once that anniversary day is over, we cross over to stage 3, which is post-menopause. We remain in post-menopause for the rest of our lives, and some of the symptoms experienced in perimenopause continue and eventually settle. Mistake number 2 that many Nigerian women over the age of 40 are still making about their health is thinking that your doctor, who is a general practitioner, can provide the answers and support you need in perimenopause or postmenopause. I know this sounds strange, and I will explain. Menopause is a specialist field which doctors do not study in detail in medical school. Therefore, your doctor will say that there's nothing wrong with you. You, my dear, need to take charge of your life. You need to read up, do your research, and you can watch all the videos available on this channel. If you're struggling with severe symptoms, it's a good idea to see a menopause specialist for support and mentoring. Now, even though we have established that your doctor will most likely not have any answers for you, I encourage you to see your doctor when you begin to feel that something strange is going on. Get a full medical. Insist on having your blood glucose levels, your thyroid function, and your blood pressure checked. This is because there are other conditions which spring up in midlife for many women which have similar symptoms with those of menopause. If your doctor says that your test results are normal, I welcome you on board the journey to menopause. Mistake number 3, which my Nigerian sisters over 40 are still making about their health, is thinking that there is a magic pill that will make all these crazy symptoms disappear. By far, the most common question I receive from thousands of women is, what medication can I take for hot flashes, for itching skin, headaches, and aching joints? They ask me, do you sell it and how much does it cost? Unfortunately, there is no one thing that you can take to stop perimenopause or postmenopausal symptoms. The good news is that there are a combination of things that you can do to reduce many of these symptoms. One part of the combination of solutions would have been HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Note that I said would have been. I'll get to it in a minute. HRT involves taking estrogen or a combination of estrogen and progesterone to ease some of these symptoms. Unfortunately, HRT is not readily available in parts of Africa and especially in Nigeria. And if you can find it, it's extremely expensive. So what can we do? That leads us to mistake number 4, which African women are making. Mistake number 4 is what we eat. We are eating foods that worsen and cause inflammation. Inflammation is the way our body fights against infection and injury. Signs of inflammation are redness, pain, swelling, or heat in the affected area. Inflammation contributes to some of the symptoms of perimenopause and postmenopause. Examples of these symptoms which inflammation causes are being tired all the time, sore joints, and weight gain. Also, the development of chronic lifestyle diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and hypertension. Inflammation is also responsible for visceral fat. Visceral fat is that hard fat around your midsection. Here is a list of some foods that we have been mistakenly eating, thinking we're enjoying life, without knowing that they can cause and worsen inflammation. Pizza, chips, white pasta, cookies, pastries, sausages, sweets, chocolates, white bread, small chops, cake, and any food that ends with the word roll. Let's not forget about drinks, sodas, juices, and malt drinks. To correct mistake number 4, we want to start eating foods that decrease inflammation. Be anything that grows on our farms and requires little or no processing, such as frying. You know the way you eat when you're in the village, fresh food full of all the nutrients that your body needs. That will be fruits, vegetables, tubers, nuts, and seeds for fiber, and then lean protein such as fish, free-range chicken, eggs, and lean pieces of meat. Mistake number 5 is not getting enough exercise. And this is a very serious mistake because I don't know why, but we don't seem to like exercise. When we don't exercise regularly, we increase the risk of developing 3 major conditions. The first one is osteoporosis. This is caused by aging. As we grow older, our bones begin to deteriorate. Our bones become fragile, leading to what doctors call osteoporosis. This simply means that when you fall, you will break your bones easily. Secondly, we lose muscle mass. When we have reduced muscle mass, we become weak and frail. We easily lose our balance and we fall. A third condition is heart disease. Doctors say that heart disease is the number 1 killer of women over the age of 50. To correct this mistake of not exercising regularly, you need to start exercising and to be more intentional about it. You can choose any exercise or sport which you enjoy. Do it for a minimum of 30 minutes a day, at least 5 days a week. Walking fast also qualifies as exercise. Your exercise routine should be a mix of both cardiovascular exercise and then strength training. There are so many benefits of exercising during menopause. These benefits include more muscle mass, stronger bones, being in a good mood, improved mental health, better sleep, and improved sexual function. I have added links to earlier videos on exercise and other related topics in the description of this video. Not getting enough sleep is mistake number 6. Lack of sleep can make you feel irritable or depressed. You may be more forgetful and confused than normal, and this could lead to you missing a step, falling, and injuring yourself. To correct the mistake of not getting enough sleep, note that 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night is what we should be aiming for. Set a bedtime for yourself, which will guarantee you 6 to 8 hours sleep. Setting a bedtime alarm on your phone is helpful. Once your bedtime alarm rings, put that phone away, turn that TV off. I know it's easier said than done, but we need to keep trying. Bedtime is not just for our children, it's for us as well. Some of the benefits of adequate sleep are falling ill less often, we stay at a healthy weight, we are at a lower risk for lifestyle health problems like diabetes and heart disease. Also, our stress levels will be reduced, our mood improves, and we are less irritable, which makes it easier to get along with other people. When we get more sleep, we can also be free from brain fog and confusion, so we can do better at work. So, I hope I've been able to convince you to undo these 6 big mistakes. It's important to get our priorities right. We must take our lives and our health into our own hands. We should be able to enjoy growing older in good health, especially as we go through perimenopause and postmenopause. If you found this video helpful, or if you have any comments or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Take good care of yourself. Be your sister's keeper. See you soon.